Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to install the Wilwood Universal Parking Brake kit on my 71 Chevelle. Just a quick overview of the parts that come with it. So obviously you get two of these cables, two of these little brackets here, a whole bunch of clips that you can clip it to your frame and whatnot, the little center section that goes onto your chassis as well, and then like your adjustment nut and whatever. So anyhow, let's get this started and get it installed on the car. Those that have drum brakes or a disc brake with an internal parking brake drum like I have need to install this piece right here, and this barrel goes right into this part right here, and as you can see there's just a hole. So how do you get that through? So what you do is you pull out the entire cable and then just slip this through. Get that to go in. There we go. Like that. Like so. Then you take the end and just slide it back through the sheathing. And now it's ready to install in the car. So what I'm doing is using the hole that the stock brake cable went through. It's just going to be a nice way of keeping it a clean install. Fortunately, that little aluminum piece that goes to the other end does go through that hole. Now from here, you take that bracket clip that you have here and you hook it onto the drum brake arm like that, and then slide the sheathing part of the cable over. I guess that's got to come like that through that hole right there, and then this is like a nylon nut. So then you're going to spend the next 5 minutes tightening these down with a couple of 5/8 wrenches. One good tip that I read from the internet is this adjustment block right here, which is what your rear cables go into. The center hole right here, that's going to be what you take this adjustment rod and you screw it into. This is 5/16 fine thread, and then the front clip is what you'd attach your front cable to. What you can do is drill out that hole of that block, and then it will slide over your stock adjustment rod, and that becomes your adjuster, which is a nice simple solution. Once you've determined the length of your cables, you're ready to make your cuts. Now use a cutoff wheel, you'll get a nice clean cut. The first cut you're going to make is the actual total length of the cable, and the second cut you're going to make is the length of your sheathing. Now to ensure you don't cut the cable, what you do is after you've made this first cut, unbuckle it at the drum or whatever, unhook it, and then pull this cable out, and then when you make this cut, you're not going to cut the actual steel cable, and then you can push it back in and you're good to go. So simple as that. So the installation is complete. It really wasn't that difficult, which is good. The passenger side was obviously more of a challenge because I had to route it all the way around here. So as you can see, it goes up over this brace here. There's no interference that's going to be with the drive shaft. You can see there's no sharp radiuses, which is really important because you don't want to bind on anything or kink it, otherwise your brakes won't work properly. In the back on either side, and you can see that there's the line there. So I just have it routed over the lower control arm and zip tied to one of the holes that for the sway bar that I'm not using, because you can see mine mounts to the chassis, and then you can see barely in there. That's obviously the way the line kinks around, but it's not going to interfere with my tire, which is important, obviously. And then from here, to get it to focus, that's just your little junction block that bolts onto the chassis. I just used self-tapping screws, which is nice and simple, and then that block that goes onto your adjuster, like so. So now I just need to make sure it's all adjusted and, you know, which I have to adjust my drum brakes first, and then I can adjust that. So pretty simple stuff. So if you guys are in need of running some new parking brake lines because you got, you know, new disc brakes like I do or whatever, this is a good kit. It works pretty good and it's quite simple to install. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you can, and thanks for watching.